and the person or the leader always works together with the team, and he is the part of the team. He is not the mere spectator, rather he is also one of the active participant, active contributor on the ongoing challenge or the activities. Yes, next point I would like to discuss that a leader has certain competence, certain inner quality to influence others' decisions, activity, and work. So the person who has the capacity to influence means he has also gone through this way. He has wise experience. He has certain experience or learning, and he has gathered all kind of informations, and he can guide the team properly, guide the people properly. And a leader never lead or claims himself as a leader. A leader is a person who creates the follower. Creates the follower means his activity, he did, his virtue makes the thousands of the people who are interested genuinely to work with that person with the attractive work quality and culture and attractive personality. So leader has the competence or the influencing quality who influence the people to come out of the thought into action. Most of the time we have seen that people can be a good manager who can manage the organizations effectively and efficiently, but a manager has to be a leader, and to be a leader he must be involved in the work, and he must take the ownership in any kind of activity. If the team is failing, he should also come forward and he should also take the responsibility of the failure. And when team wins, he should be the main cause or the source of the success due to his right decision, influence, inspiring the teams, and motivating the people to work with full dedications and full confirmation. So this is the quality of the leader who works with the team, and he says, don't follow me, rather work with me, work with me. So leader is the virtue. It is not deployed by the birth. It is created or developed with the virtue of the work, the quality, activity, practice makes a man leader. So no leader has come with a silver spoon. They have come on this earth, they have worked, they have developed themselves, and they have never claimed that they are a leader. Million followers, million people appreciates them because of their quality, because of their decision, because of their determinations, because of their inner quality to inspire millions of the people. And people starts working under his leadership by their own interest. A leader never forces anyone to work for him or with him. People come spontaneously to work with that person who has the quality or the attractiveness in his action, his deed, his speech. A leader is a person who believes in the action, not on the speech, not on the theoretical approach. A leader understands and he can think what is going to happen. He can understand, he can apply his vision and works with his team and work accordingly. So next point I would like to discuss that one of the most important point that a mediocre teacher tells, good teacher explains, and the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires. So there are different kind of quality of the people. Here teacher, I can suppose take it that they are also the one of the biggest leader in the society, because they leads millions of the students to be successful and to create a lot of millions of the leaders in the future. So there are different kind of teachers. Some people just teach, some people just explains, some teachers just demonstrates, and some category of the teacher who inspires. So the person who not only teaches, not only speaks, not only demonstrates, but inspires the people. Most of the times, you can see that if a student is weak in mathematics, but he gets a very inspiring, very motivating mathematics teacher. So automatically, what happens? The weak student in mathematics becomes the stronger one in mathematics. Perhaps another thing I can say that if sometimes what happens, if a student is very good at philosophy, but he gets a teacher who is not that much of effective in that philosophy, so the strong person who has the conceptual ability, but he becomes winner, he becomes a weaker person because due to the lack of effective leadership and inspiring leader. Most of the time we need a inspiring personality, we need a motivating personality. Every time if we start keeping abusing or scolding our subordinates or the team mates, it is difficult to get the desired result. But most of the times we'll see in a work environment or in any political environment, in any family or in any kind of any kind of society or the in kind of any activity, if the leader, if the person who is leading from the front is inspiring the people, he is motivating the people, he is appreciating the people. Appreciation doesn't match any cost. Thus, some inspiring, some better words inspires the team to work better. So, strong punishment or abusing, scolding doesn't have effect always. Once, twice, thrice we can punish a person, but if we inspires the person 90% or 99%, then the result becomes very good and people appreciates the leader who inspires. So automatically the results becomes desirable and effective. So sometimes some extent people may be scared to speak against the leadership, but sometimes some gap people will be bound to speak out against the quality of a leader. So the genuine person is appreciated from the hearts of the million of the people. So automatically spontaneous respect comes to the leader who leads truly, who thinks that people, the team is our asset, and all the teammates have their unique capacity, unique quality, and that potential is recognized by the leader, who gives also the equal challenging work as per the talent, as per the potentiality, as per the quality of particular individual in the team, because everybody has certain USP or unique quality. Nobody is stupid, everybody has definitely some qualities. So a true leader can recognize that quality very within a very small span of the time. He recognizes the potential easily and he gives the task accordingly. So the result becomes very much effective if the leader has the quality to recognize the real quality of a person. So if we would like to be a great leader, or if we want to be a successful leader in our life, so we need to understand the people, and what we are preaching we need to practice also. Sometimes what happens, some leaders speak something, they do something, so there is a huge gap between their action and speech. So in that gap, a truck, bus, or anything can move or travel successfully. So a real leader has the similarity between his action and speech, what he does, what he speaks, it means to him or her, and he acts also accordingly, and people follow him because they feel inspired and motivated that yes, my leader is doing what he is speaking. So teammates also gets inspired and they work accordingly. And most of the times, in case of the difficulty, a leader also comes in the front and takes the responsibilities. When failure comes, he takes the ownership and he says that it is not the failure of his team, it is the failure of himself, or that it is the failure of the leader. When success comes, leader says that it is the success of his team, not his. So this is the difference between a leader and a manager. Basically, manager, when he manages, his approach is different, but leader is different, who takes all the ownership in case of crisis and gives credit to the team in case of the success. And a leader is a person who practically works with the team and sees the challenges in the field or the environment, and sometimes he gets involved, sometimes he advises the people to improve themselves, and sometimes when he faces the challenges, he himself also work and he verifies the situation and try to understand that what exact reality and challenge is in that field, and accordingly he guides the team and the team becomes successful. We can take the example of Mahatma Gandhi, we can take the example of Subhash Chandra Bose, we can take the example of Rabindranath Tagore, we can take the example of Swami Vivekananda. These leaders are worshipped forever because of their quality, because of their action. So till now people feel inspired and keep worshipping them because they have done wonderful job by their virtue of the leadership, by their activity. So it inspires a million of the people because he has done what he has meant. So this is what a leader is, one who leads from the front, who remains active in the any kind of work environment, and he understands the potential of the people and he gives the assignment to the people as per their quality, and he inspires and motivates each and every people. So the things becomes easier than the normal works. So friends, today just this is a small video or live session. After a long time I felt that there are some leaders are available in our society whom people start missing them in case of their absence. This is also a leader example. When the man leader or the person is missed by the million of the followers, then we can say yes, he was the real leader and he is the real leader, because we are able to feel his absence, and we are remembering his the quality of the work. We are recalling how he used to address the situation, how he used to plan, how he used to execute, how he used to also encourages and gives the inputs to improve the quality of the work. So this is the leader. So it is very difficult to be a leader, and it is not impossible to be a leader, but one has to be involved in the environment, one has to work, one has to gather the experience. So he can be also leader, but he has to understand the situation, he has to be involved, and he has to think that people are working with him, not for him. So, and people should also feel that my leader is also working with me, my leader is also visiting with me, my leader is also contributing with me. Then the things becomes easier and successful. So friends, at the last I would like to discuss another thing, is that a leadership is lifting a person's vision to high heights, raising the person's performance to higher standard, building a personality beyond the normal limitations. So a real leader has the capacity to lift the vision of a person to a higher one. He inspires the people to think bigger, to think beyond their imagination, arising the performance of the person by inspiring him. So automatically the performance of the person improves with the inspiration of the leader and creates a benchmark for the team with his quality. And the thinking of the team, thinking of the society changes with his inspiring quality, his vision, his mission, and the demonstration he keeps on working. So this is what we need the leader. We don't need the manager. Mere managers are available, but a true leader is required who can inspire, who can motivate, who can work, who can also improves the mistakes of the people and rectifies that, suggest them, and the people feel very much happy to work under a person. People feel automatically inspired to discuss all the things before the leader. They don't feel hesitate to share their difficulties. They feel spontaneously happy to discuss the things. So this is the charismatic quality of a leader who attracts the people like a magnet. So this is the quality of a person who can attracts the people because he is just like a magnet. He has certain attributes in his personality which gives confidence to others to work with him automatically. So he is just like a magnet. So last thing I can say that a true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen the needs of the other. He doesn't set out to be a leader but becomes one by his quality of the actions. So a leader has the quality to stand alone also in case of the crisis. He has the quality also to take the right decisions in the right time, and he does not claim himself as a leader. His quality inspires others to call him or consider him as a leader. So this is the quality of the leader. So nowadays we are lacking the quality of a true leader in our society because people have no time to understand the needs of the subordinates. People don't have the time to verify the fact. They don't have the time to inquire regarding what is really happening. Everybody is running after the output and quick output. Nobody wants the quality output. So for quality output there has to be proper work, there has to be proper inspection, proper guidance, proper motivations, and proper needs, understanding of the need and analysis of the need of the people who are working. So we need the leader. So the time has come, everybody should develop themselves and they should culture the virtue of the leadership. So automatically this quality can be learned with the phase or the span of the time. It cannot be improved one day or 2 day. It needs the practice, it needs the involvement, it needs the ownership. The most of the times it is very difficult to get the people who can work with ownership, who can take the responsibility, and who can work with 100% involvement. Then the things becomes easier. So friends, with today's discourse of this leadership, from my realization what I have tried to discuss, so kindly give your input if you feel to add something. With this I am closing the session. So friends, thank you very much for getting connected with me today on my session on the leadership and the virtue of the leadership. So friends, let us put our efforts to culture this quality and let us work with full ownership and dedication to make things better, happier. Thank you. Good night.